Well, today, if you read the promo, we're hitting mid back pain. So for some of you, you might know that February is for the clinic back pain awareness month. So for today, we're going to really isolate it. We're going to talk about mid back, and this is an area that affects a lot of people. It's not just a certain demographic. Thoracic spine pain will bother someone as young as my daughter, who's 15, that will come to me and say, "Hey, Dad, what's bothering me? Why is this getting?" All the way to an individual that's much older than 15 and is still going to have some thoracic spine issues. It's important to know how it affects you, because it can be debilitating. I mean, thoracic spine pain is something that it can occur from how you slept. It can occur from the activity that you're doing. And it can be as light as just a trigger point into the muscle where you're just feeling some light tenderness, all the way to it takes your breath away. That every time you start to inhale, it's kind of seizes up on you and you're going, geez, there's something stabbing me, and what's going on here? So thoracic spine pain can be very, it can be vague all the way to very specific. So it makes it a challenge for people. They don't always know what to do. They don't know what it is. Some might think that they are having a heart attack, which could be a sign of thoracic spine pain. You know, some might think that it's just a muscle pull, but it's actually a nerve related situation. So today we're going to kind of give an overview of thoracic spine pain. I'm going to pull off and share my screen and show you a couple different diagrams that I pulled out that I thought would be helpful to understand where this is coming from. And then we're going to go through a couple of the causes of why this occurs, and then dovetail it into a couple things that you can do for either preventative or for if you're having some discomfort, what you can do about it. So, all right. So when we're talking about the thoracic spine, just like Linda was talking about, we're really talking about this area here. Okay. We have the cervical spine that's up above into the neck. And then we have the lumbar spine, which is down in here. And then you also have the sacrum, which is considered part of the spine, but it's all fused together, and that makes your sacral bone. So does anybody, just quick show of hand, what makes the thoracic spine the thoracic spine? Why isn't it considered part of the cervical spine or the lumbar spine? Does anybody know that? So that's a no. No. Kelly? There's something unique about it that signifies it. What makes the thoracic spine unique is that's where your ribs attach. So if you could see here, right off to the side, you're going to have ribs that attach to all of these. So what makes it unique about your thoracic spine is the ribs. That's it. So I'll just give you another heads up about the thoracic spine. What also makes a thoracic spine unique, and you don't always see the bony problems that you do in the lumbar spine, the mobility issues, there's too much motion, same as the cervical spine. There's usually too much motion and they're having fusions that you have to do the cervical spine or the lumbar spine. The reason that you don't have that in the thoracic spine is because it's stable. With all the ribs that attach to it, there's not as much movement. It's a very stable part of your spine. So you don't have the hypermobility issues that you do to the lumbar spine, which is the low back, and the cervical spine. And that's because those ribs attach to it and kind of keep it in place. So overall, the thoracic spine, where we start getting difficulties to it, we can have it to the bones, we can have it to the muscles, we can have it to the nerves itself. It really is a matter of the pathology or the reason that we're getting that problem. Okay, so let's break into a couple of these. What we typically get in the thoracic spine are what we call trigger points. Has anybody heard of a trigger point? Okay, what the layman calls them, I got a knot right here. I got a knot right there. If you feel that knot is what we call a trigger point. And that's where the muscle itself kind of binds up. It kind of tightens up in that one area. It usually occurs on the innervation points where the nerves come in. Okay, but the key is, the reason that you're getting a trigger point is because your thoracic spine muscles are really postural muscles. And since they're postural muscles, they are fatigue resistant. You stand all day and you keep yourself up like this all day. So they are tonic muscles that are used to staying on and firing all the time, but at a low level. Think of your arms, where your arms move once or up or down. But if I just keep, especially if sizable weight, and keep doing this, they fatigue really, really quick. Your thoracic spine muscles on the back, they resist at a low level to keep you up. So they're postural muscles, but they are supposed to only fire at a low level. If you start increasing the amount of force that's required to those postural muscles, you're going to start getting what's called trigger points. And those are those little knots that you get up into your upper trapezius area or along your shoulder blades. You could feel those knots in there. So one of the reasons that you're going to get or causes of mid-back pain is from a muscle strain or a trigger point.